Hello everyone, my name is Danny. This review is for the movie called The Late Bloomer. This is a 2016 film. It is rated R, runs an hour and a half, and it stars Charlotte McKinney, Johnny Simmons, and Blake Cooper. The description: the story of an adult male who, after the successful removal of a benign tumor resting against his pituitary gland, experiences all the changes and effects of puberty over a 3-week period. This is The Late Bloomer. Well, hello everybody. Thank you for watching this video. Again, my name is Danny. If you'd like to connect with me on Facebook, I have a page running called Danny's Movies and Music. And otherwise, you can get to know some bonus content on there. But otherwise, I appreciate you watching this. So, this is kind of an older movie, 2016. We're in 2020 now, obviously. And so, this is what I do. I watch older movies that I've never seen before, whether it be a couple months old and I just missed it in theaters, or, I'll go pretty far back. I used to go all the way to 2000, but some that are that older, I kind of pick and choose if I want to watch or not. But something like this, only 4 years old, of course I'm going to view. So, don't know how many people have heard about this movie. It's interesting. It's a lot of talk about a certain male aspect. And so that gets a little redundant and gets a little bit too much. It gets a little uncomfortable. It gets a little odd. Even uncomfortable for the characters. So that's when you can really tell that, things are just getting a little too TMI, So I do appreciate the side characters in this film. Most of them that are friends or acquaintances or ex-boyfriends. We know most of them from something in the last 4 years, ever since this movie. And some of them have had some bigger movies. Some of them have kind of stayed smaller actors. But I still appreciate most of them. So even our two kind of main characters that are friends, she has been in some nice things. And I don't know, our main character that goes through puberty as a 30-year-old, he's a different character. I don't really know what to make of him. He's one of those guys that looks younger than he is, but he always gets a role of somebody kind of distinguished. Like this movie, he has a PhD and he's a psychiatrist, and then he goes through all this stuff. So he just doesn't really seem to fit his role for some reason. I can't really connect with him, I guess. But yeah, I think our side characters make this movie for the most part. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of different experiences and interactions, and the stuff that the friends have going on is almost more comedic than what our main character has going on, because it's just science with him. They can make it to be funny, but it's just what's going on. It's a tumor. It's serious. It's something that hasn't happened to his body, and he's a doctor. I mean, you can take that as comedy or not, but it's kind of serious stuff. So most movies like this, when it gets serious, it's kind of meaningful. It's kind of touching, and that's what makes it a complete movie, like Trainwreck, or just other funny movies like that. King of Staten Island just came out, and so when you're a funny movie and you have comedic actors or just plain old comedians in your movie, you've got to realize how to handle the serious stuff separate from really, really funny scenes. And I just don't think that this movie handled it that well. It's funny. I laughed a lot. Probably more than I thought I would. There's a lot of crazy things going on. There's some funny things that are kind of different. And it's kind of nice to know the parents too. This guy is going through his thing. His dad is very, very familiar. And so, they have some nice moments, just not nice enough, and not the way that I usually would give a movie an A, how they handle their serious stuff. So I just think that they were a little off kilter, not really sure what they wanted to do. They thought they had this great idea, so they're just like, oh, we're going to run with it. And they didn't really think out the details too much. That's how I feel. So I think a safe grade for this would be a B. And I do like it. I do suggest it. You'll know most of the people in here if you watch any kind of funny movies at all. And I just think that it's a nice movie. It's just not up to my standard of what I expect from a movie like this that is meant to be funny, but then it has serious parts. There are movies that pull that off, but I don't think The Late Bloomer does. So, a B for The Late Bloomer. Thanks a lot, guys. My name is Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and give some of them a watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy your movies. Thanks.